Don't judge me by my studio. It serves every need that we have here on the show. Welcome to Sports Radio 1400. Let me show you around. You want the tour? Over here we have the living room. I'm kidding. All right. Let's walk through what this equipment does. You know, up here is a radio, which is what we actually hear the air feed on. That's how we know whether we're still on the air. This is a delay machine. It tells us, you know, I can set it for a 5-second delay or a 6-second delay, depending on, you know, who we think is going to call that day. CD player, it's pretty self-explanatory. A tape deck, so we can actually record every show that we do. Down here is a headphone amplifier, and this is actually a telephone hybrid unit. This takes your calls, compresses them, and makes them sound better when they're on the air. Over here are the computers. About 1.5 of the 3 of them actually work right now. This guy up here on the right is this is something called Next Gen. It's the system that we use to put the computer, the commercials in order in the computer. The guy on the left lets me play my liners and my bumpers and my intro and outro stuff every segment. And then this is my lifeblood. This is my co-host. This is my producer. This guy is literally everything I depend on while I'm on the air from 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock. When it goes down, that's the only time you'll see me panic when I'm on the air. And then your telephone calls, when you guys try and get into the show, it all flashes up on this line here, and no call screener, no producer. It's all done within this 3-foot by 5-foot little cubicle.
Now to the Sports Radio 1400 WKAV studios in Charlottesville, Virginia, here's Adam Gottschalk.
And welcome to the fourth quarter on Sports Radio 1400 WKAV. It is 7 minutes past the hour here on August the 5th, 2009. My name is Adam Gottschalk, and I am thrilled to have you along as always. And what a time to be a college sports fan living in Central Virginia. I think the biggest reason why people would listen to the fourth quarter is because we really try hard to keep it locally focused. I'm paid because I know Charlottesville. This is where I'm from. This is where I grew up. You know, went to Albemarle High School, went to college here, and I've always sort of had an affinity not just for Virginia sports, but for local radio. Let's take a phone call and go to line 1 at 817-7627. Caller, who's this?
Hey, Adam, it's Jack.
Hey, Jack, how are you?
I'm good, man. I was just going to call in and say, you know, Tech UVA has basically been a homecoming game for us for a while anyway. Now it might as well just be a home series.
There are times when I'll leave the station after a show and I'll just be in a great mood for the rest of the week. Because, I mean, when the phones are ringing off the hook and when people are responding to what you're saying, or when you get a great guest who turns out to be a terrific interview, or when you beat someone else to a story, it's just a great feeling. My name is Adam Gottschalk. It's 5:57 in Charlottesville. Drive home safe. Have a wonderful afternoon. I don't think any of us could have imagined in my first year doing a local talk show just how interesting a year it was going to be. You know, I've lived in Charlottesville since I was 5 years old, and there's never been a year like that, at least as far as I've seen, where you have so many storylines. It's the football team, you know, and then the new coaching staff there. It's the new basketball coaching staff. The baseball team making a run to Omaha. All these, you know, the sign ban and that controversy. There's so many different things that really kind of captivated us for a couple weeks at a time that all sort of built together into this just incredible year. And if you'd asked me a year ago that same question, I couldn't have predicted 2/3 of what ended up taking place. And I'm hoping that this coming year is going to be exactly the same way. I'm not really interested in trying to predict what's going to happen. I love the fact that sports surprises us every day.
It was Wes Mantooth. Oh, I should have known.
What are we going to talk about? What do you want me to say here?